Okay, got something kind of special set up here on how we're gonna approach these couple of etude things. I don't know how it is in Tux Guitar as far as where you can add or change repeats, um, but I can show you on Guitar Pro. So I don't know if you installed that yet or not, but certainly welcome to use that license. I mean, I can have that on several different computers. So yeah, definitely use the license for Guitar Pro 8 and be able to use that. Let's see. I know we got limited time this week, so kind of basically play it by ear on how things go as far as what to do next. But honestly, this is going to be kind of like a back and forth thing as far as, one week you just try and push the speed. The next week you do more of an endurance thing. Then back to speed, back to endurance. Other thing very important to think about here is because we're kind of back to the whole, trying to push hammer-ons and pull-offs. We got the picking speed up to the whole, shred level speed. And actually, let me pull something up. I don't know if I ever sent this to you or if you have seen it. Let's see. I think I saved it over here. It's a notes per second chart. Yes. Alright, let me open this up and change how the screen looks. And I just opened it. Oh yeah, there we go. Finally upgraded to Windows 11. So getting used to the new layout a little bit. Okay, I haven't seen that before. Interesting. Okay. Display capture left. Yes. And actually... No. Reset transformation. There. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. So, yeah, this chart, after, talking to some people, and basically it's kind of like the general consensus of like how these notes per second are perceived by most people. And basically what I'm trying to get you to is the shred territory here. So that would be 12 notes per second. And with the eighth note triplets, that's hitting the 240 beats per minute. So like we did the speed picking on the triplets, we're getting up to the 240. When it was the 16th notes, it was the 180. So this way we're trying to go for the 12 notes per second. Now, I know we started working together a while ago, and you were wanting to get, faster with the shreddy stuff. But a big question is just how fast are you wanting to go? Because what I've been trying to do is get you closer or get you up to at least this 12 notes per second here. But is it possible, or maybe more your style, to be maybe just at the 10 notes per second, the whole fast enough to impress? Because yeah, a lot of people can, a lot of things can be played at that speed and still sound, flashy enough or impressive enough. Oops, there we go. And I also had kind of a recent talk with somebody else because he was having a real tough time, breaking past certain walls, going faster. We talked about the whole compressor pedal. There we go. So using a compressor, it would help immensely to make it easier to do hammer-ons and pull-offs because you don't have to work as hard. So the question is like, well, how fast do you want to go? Because we're getting to a point here where, again, it's just going to be like a back and forth thing. Where it's like, try and get as fast as you can with this little thing, and then do a volume thing, and just kind of back and forth with that until it kind of gets up there. I also have a legato training program that's been in the works. It's almost done in terms of the material being written. and it is something you can just start just working through. It's basically like pinky focus, ring finger focus, middle finger focus, and then eventually like working them all in there. So basically like a lot of trill stuff, and then like 16th note things, triplets, kind of like what we're doing here. Because yeah, we're getting to a point with this stuff where it's like, well, you know what to do. It's generally just a matter of just work it up, work it up, work it up, and really push yourself as hard as you can to get going faster. So we covered a lot of rhythm to get the legato under better control. So that seems to be working fine. And of course, following with the MIDI guitar, that helps out a bunch, because the main thing there is just being able to hear what it is that you're trying to play and just matching the notes with it. We have yet to start merging things where the picking and the fretting hand at the same time, and that's because I tend to like focusing on the picking by itself, the legato or the left hand or the fretting hand by itself, and then when they're both up to the speed we want, then we merge them together. Yeah, we might need to change our approach here with the legato stuff, because we're kind of getting to a point where it's just like a matter of just do this kind of cycle through a training program over and over again, and then there wouldn't be much need for you to send things back and forth when it's just going to be the same set of material every time. But then, yeah, we've got to start working on merging both the left and the right hand. And I have not put a program together for that yet, although that's coming up pretty soon. So anyway, just some stuff to think about there. Big question is, how fast do you want to get? Is there a notes per second that you want to play? What songs have solos where you're like, yes, I want to be able to play that kind of speed? That would be helpful if you could give me some songs and parts of the song, like, okay, well, like where he's playing this lick at this time, that kind of speed right there. That would be helpful to have a better plan or an updated plan put into place. So I just want to make sure that we're, moving forward in the best way possible here. So that's why I'm saying all this stuff. Anyway, there we go. The special thing to do here. So I think 180 is a good speed for this. And basically, once you play, let's play through it first. I've got the drums and all that updated here. And as far as like working this thing up, see if you can just start at 180. Decrease the speed if you need to. But try starting at 180 and just locking into it, because if you can start playing at faster speeds right away, that's going to help. So see if you can just start at the 180 and then decrease the speed if need be. Like maybe drop it down 20 beats per minute and then see if you can do it at 160. If that doesn't work, try it at 140. And then you can start pushing it back up to 180. So anyway, let's just play through how it is first, and then I'm going to tell you what to do after you can play all that at 180. This way it starts becoming more of an etude. But here we go. I'm about to play something else I've been working on. My hand wanted to do a slightly different thing. Hammer-ons. Once you can do that, then what you're going to do is add in repeats. Now, I know the little keyboard shortcuts here. But basically, in Guitar Pro, if you come over here, you want to hit that repeat sign, and then come to this bar and add in the other repeat sign. So this way you're going to play through it twice. Now, if you hover the mouse over what you want to use here, it'll show you that little keyboard shortcut. So this way you can do a little bit faster. Yeah, once you got that in there, now the goal is play it twice. See if you can play it 2 times through. do it 3 times. So basically you have to turn the repeat off, back on, and yeah, so that window will come up, and then just increase it to 3, and then see if you can play it through. Whoops, come on, mouse. There it goes. And then see if you can play it 3 times through. And then see about getting up to 4 times. Take that off. You know what? I'm going to leave this little repeat sign in here still. So this way all you have to do is put a repeat sign here the other way, and then just make the adjustments there. So yeah, and as far as like warming up into or additional warm-ups, like you can start with just the 1 time through, and then do it the 2, and then the 3, and then the 4. And if you don't get to 4 times through, that's no big deal. Just kind of see how many times you can do a repeat. You want to go past 4, you certainly can. Maybe even like see if you can play the whole thing non-stop for a minute. That'll definitely push the endurance. Alright, so that should just play all the way through without any repetition. Yeah, alright. Yeah, just wanted to verify that, so I can put that in there. So yeah, same deal here. Just play through it once first. Oops, I started playing through it too many times. And then same thing, do it twice through, then 3, and then 4. I'm just going to go right to the 4. Go. All right, so yeah, get where you can, and then if you can, again, let me know how fast do you want to get. What are some solo examples, or examples of solos, or parts of them anyway, that you can share with me, so I have an even better idea of how we should continue structuring things to move forward the best way possible. All right, any questions, let me know, and I will see you again in your new videos.